Industrial lighting fixtures can possess both a National Electrical Manufacturers Association, or NEMA, classification and an Underwriters Laboratories, or rating. National Electrical Manufacturers Association classifications specify the environmental conditions of fixtures designed to endure, including moisture, dust, and corrosion. Underwriters Laboratories ratings signify that the fixture has undergone testing and approval for safety, adhering to Underwriters Laboratories standards. Many industrial lighting fixtures simultaneously hold both a National Electrical Manufacturers Association classification and an Underwriters Laboratories rating. For example, a fixture intended for use in a wet location might feature a National Electrical Manufacturers Association 4X classification alongside an Underwriters Laboratories wet location rating. Selecting the appropriate National Electrical Manufacturers Association classification and Underwriters Laboratories rating is crucial for industrial lighting fixtures. Fixtures lacking proper ratings for their operational environment may exhibit subpar performance or pose safety risks. Understanding the intricacies of National Electrical Manufacturers Association and Underwriters Laboratories standards is paramount for ensuring the longevity, safety, and efficiency of industrial lighting systems. National Electrical Manufacturers Association, or NEMA, ratings for enclosures define the degree of protection provided against environmental conditions. These conditions include, but are not limited to, dust, water, ice formation, and corrosion. The National Electrical Manufacturers Association rating system is primarily concerned with the enclosure's ability to protect the enclosed electrical components from these external factors. Here's a breakdown of some common National Electrical Manufacturers Association enclosure types. Firstly, Type 1 enclosures are intended for general-purpose indoor use, primarily to provide a degree of protection against contact with the enclosed equipment. Secondly, Type 2 enclosures are for indoor use and offer protection against light splashing of liquids and falling dirt. Thirdly, Type 3 enclosures are designed for outdoor use to protect against rain, sleet, snow, and wind-blown dust. Fourthly, Type 3R enclosures also provide outdoor protection against rain and sleet, with an added feature that the enclosure is designed so that the accumulation and freezing of water will not damage the enclosure. Fifthly, Type 3S enclosures include all the features of Type 3A enclosures, and in addition, they are designed so that external mechanisms will remain operable when ice-laden. Sixthly, Type 4 enclosures are intended for indoor or outdoor use, providing protection against splashing water, rain, and hose-directed water. Seventhly, Type 4X enclosures are similar to Type 4, but have corrosion resistance. They are often made of stainless steel or fiberglass. Eighthly, Type 5 enclosures are for indoor use, primarily to provide protection against settling airborne dust, lint, fibers, and flyings, and to protect against light splashing, seepage, or direct splashing of liquids. Ninthly, Type 6 and 6P enclosures are for indoor or outdoor use and provide protection against temporary submersion, with Type 6P also offering protection against prolonged submersion at a specified depth. Tenthly, Type 12 enclosures are designed for indoor use, providing protection against dust, falling dirt, and dripping non-corrosive liquids. 11thly, Type 13 enclosures are also for indoor use, protecting against dust, spraying of water, oil, and non-corrosive coolants. It is very important to note that these are general descriptions and the specific requirements for each National Electrical Manufacturers Association rating are detailed in National Electrical Manufacturers Association standards, such as National Electrical Manufacturers Association 250. These standards specify the exact test conditions and performance criteria that enclosures must meet to achieve a particular rating. Underwriters Laboratories, on the other hand, primarily focuses on product safety. Underwriters Laboratories evaluates products for potential hazards, such as electric shock, fire, and mechanical hazards. Underwriters Laboratories certification indicates that a sample of the product has been tested and meets Underwriters Laboratories safety requirement. Underwriters Laboratories ratings and listings can cover a wide range of aspects. Firstly, construction. The materials and methods used in the product's construction are evaluated to ensure they meet safety standards. Secondly, performance. The product's performance is tested to ensure it operates safely and effectively under various conditions. Thirdly, markings. Underwriters Laboratories verifies that the product is properly marked with relevant safety information, such as voltage, current, and warnings. Fourthly, instructions. Underwriters Laboratories reviews the product's instructions to ensure they are clear, accurate, and complete. For lighting fixtures specifically, Underwriters Laboratories evaluates aspects such as electrical safety, thermal performance, and resistance to environmental factors. Underwriters Laboratories listings for lighting fixtures include things like suitable for wet locations, suitable for damp locations, and suitable for dry locations. These designations indicate the environments in which the fixture can be safely installed and operated. It's important to remember that National Electrical Manufacturers Association and Underwriters Laboratories serve different purposes. National Electrical Manufacturers Association focuses on the enclosure's ability to protect the enclosed components from environmental factors, while Underwriters Laboratories focuses on the product's overall safety. In the context of industrial lighting, a fixture might have a National Electrical Manufacturers Association rating that indicates its ability to withstand harsh environmental conditions, and also have an Underwriters Laboratories listing that indicates it meets safety standards for electrical and fire hazards. Therefore, when selecting industrial lighting fixtures, it is important to consider both National Electrical Manufacturers Association and Underwriters Laboratories ratings to ensure both safety and performance in the intended environment. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, also plays a significant role in determining the requirements for industrial lighting installations. The National Electrical Code provides guidelines for the safe installation of electrical equipment, including lighting fixtures. The National Electrical Code specifies requirements for things such as wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment location. For example, the National Electrical Code might require that lighting fixtures installed in hazardous locations be specifically listed for that purpose and also be provided with appropriate protection against explosion or ignition. The National Electrical Code also addresses the installation of lighting fixtures in wet or damp locations, requiring the use of fixtures that are suitable for those environments. In addition to National Electrical Manufacturers Association, Underwriters Laboratories, and National Electrical Code, there may be other relevant standards and regulations that apply to industrial lighting installations depending on the specific application and location. These might include standards from organizations such as the Illuminating Engineering Society, or WISE, which provides recommendations for lighting levels and design, or regulations from local or state authorities. When selecting and installing industrial lighting fixtures, it's essential to consult with qualified professionals such as electrical engineers and contractors to ensure that all applicable standards and regulations are met. These professionals can help you choose the right fixtures for your specific needs, ensure that they are installed correctly, and verify that the installation complies with all relevant codes and standards. In summary, National Electrical Manufacturers Association classifications and Underwriters Laboratories ratings are important considerations when selecting industrial lighting fixtures. National Electrical Manufacturers Association ratings indicate the environmental conditions that the fixture is designed to withstand, while Underwriters Laboratories ratings indicate that the fixture has been tested and approved for safety. It is important to choose the right National Electrical Manufacturers Association classification and Underwriters Laboratories rating for the specific application to ensure both safety and performance. Remember to consult with qualified professionals and adhere to all applicable codes and standards to ensure a safe and compliant installation. Furthermore, understanding the specific nuances of National Electrical Manufacturers Association ratings is crucial in various industrial environments. For instance, in a food processing plant, a National Electrical Manufacturers Association 4X rating might be necessary to withstand frequent washdowns with corrosive cleaning agents. In a marine environment, a National Electrical Manufacturers Association 4X rating would also be essential to protect against saltwater corrosion. In a dusty environment, such as a grain handling facility, a National Electrical Manufacturers Association 12 or 13 rating would be appropriate to prevent dust from entering the enclosure and potentially damaging the electrical components. Considering specific use case scenarios helps determine the necessary level of protection. It's also important to understand the ingress protection, or a rating system, which is often used in conjunction with National Electrical Manufacturers Association ratings. The ingress protection rating provides a more granular indication of the enclosure's protection against solid objects and liquids. The ingress protection rating consists of 2 digits, the first indicating protection against solid objects, and the second indicating protection against liquids. For example, an ingress protection 67 rating indicates that the enclosure is dust-tight and can withstand immersion in water up to 1 meter. When selecting lighting fixtures, comparing both the National Electrical Manufacturers Association and ingress protection ratings can provide a more comprehensive understanding of the enclosure's protective capabilities. The Underwriters Laboratories certification process involves rigorous testing to ensure that the lighting fixture meets established safety standards. The testing process includes evaluating the fixture's electrical safety, thermal performance, and mechanical strength. Electrical safety testing includes things such as insulation resistance tests, ground continuity tests, and high potential tests to verify that the fixture is properly insulated and grounded to prevent electric shock hazards. Thermal performance testing assesses the fixture's ability to dissipate heat and maintain safe operating temperatures under various conditions. Mechanical strength testing evaluates the fixture's ability to withstand physical stresses, such as vibration, impact, and load bearing. Underwriters Laboratories also conducts periodic follow-up inspections of manufacturing facilities to ensure that the products continue to meet the Underwriters Laboratories requirement. The National Electrical Code provides detailed requirements for the installation of lighting fixtures in different types of locations. For example, Article 410.10 of the National Electrical Code addresses the requirements for lighting fixtures installed in damp, wet, and hazardous locations. The National Electrical Code requires that lighting fixtures installed in wet locations be identified for use in wet locations and be constructed to prevent water from entering the enclosure. The National Electrical Code also specifies requirements for the height and location of lighting fixtures, as well as the type of wiring methods that can be used. When installing lighting fixtures in industrial settings, it is essential to follow all applicable National Electrical Code requirements to ensure a safe and compliant installation. In addition to National Electrical Code requirements, there may be other local codes and regulations that apply to lighting installations. It is important to check with the local authorities to determine the specific requirements in your area. Furthermore, consider the impact of lighting on energy efficiency. High-efficiency lighting technologies, such as light-emitting diode or LED lighting, can significantly reduce energy consumption and lower operating costs. When selecting lighting fixtures, look for products that are Energy Star certified or that meet other energy efficiency standards. Energy-efficient lighting can also reduce the environmental impact of your facility. Proper lighting design is also essential for creating a safe and productive work environment. The Illuminating Engineering Society, or WISE, provides recommendations for lighting levels and design for various types of industrial facilities. The Illuminating Engineering Society recommends considering factors such as task illuminance, glare control, and color rendering when designing a lighting system. A well-designed lighting system can improve worker visibility, reduce eye strain, and enhance overall productivity. Regularly inspect and maintain lighting fixtures to ensure optimal performance and safety. Inspection should include things such as checking for damaged wiring, loose connections, and malfunctioning components. Replace any damaged or worn components promptly. Cleaning lighting fixtures regularly can also improve their performance by removing dust and debris that can block light output. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your industrial lighting system is safe, efficient, and effective. Furthermore, it's important to understand the specific terminology associated with National Electrical Manufacturers Association and Underwriters Laboratories ratings. For example, the term enclosure refers to the housing that protects the electrical components of the lighting fixture. The term hazardous location refers to an area where there is a risk of fire or explosion due to the presence of flammable gases, vapors, or dusts. The term wet location refers to an area where water or other liquids may be present. The term damp location refers to an area that is subject to moderate degrees of moisture. Familiarizing yourself with these terms can help you better understand the requirements for lighting installations in different types of environments. In addition to National Electrical Manufacturers Association and underwriters' laboratories, other organizations also play a role in the development of standards for lighting products. The American National Standards Institute, or ANSI, is a non-profit organization that coordinates the development of voluntary consensus standards in the United States. The Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, or IEE, is a professional organization that develops standards for electrical and electronic equipment. The International Electrotechnical Commission, or IEC, is an international standards organization that develops standards for electrical, electronic, and related technologies. These organizations work together to develop comprehensive standards that address various aspects of lighting product safety, performance, and energy efficiency. When selecting lighting fixtures, look for products that comply with these standards to ensure that they meet the highest levels of quality and performance. In conclusion, understanding the complexities of National Electrical Manufacturers Association classifications and underwriters' laboratories ratings is crucial for ensuring safety, performance, and compliance in industrial lighting installations. Remember to consider the specific environmental conditions, National Electrical Code requirements, and other relevant standards when selecting and installing lighting fixtures. Consult with qualified professionals to ensure that your lighting system is properly designed, installed, and maintained. By following these guidelines, you can create a safe, efficient, and productive work environment.